Really?
Yeah, Enzo.
That's
We love you, Enzo.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. I grew up there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, okay. So I guess
that block.
Yeah, to continue, basically, there was no business for 3 years. I lost my apartment and ended up basically sleeping in my car in the back of the store for about 2.5 years.
Hence the bathrobe.
Yeah, you know, it was like, why bother getting dressed?
Right.
I've got nothing left except the bathrobe pajamas anyway, and I'm just going to get up.
You got everything you need. You got a bowl.
I'm just going to get up and go to work anyway. So fuck it. Why bother to get dressed?
Right.
You know, sleeping on the floor. So anyway, there was a shower down in the basement.
Oh, lucky you.
I was very lucky. And so we kept changing the format. We tried the children's bookstore, then we tried souvenirs, which didn't work at all because all the European tourists were in their own economic meltdown, so they weren't buying anything either. And then we tried a comic book shop, probably the worst comic book shop in the history of New York City. We had absolutely no money left, and I had to sneak into Forbidden Planet to buy the leftover comics on Wednesdays to put on my shelf, just to make it look filled. People would come in and say, wow, you don't have any comics left. You must be really good business.
Wow. So now what? Then what happened?
Then
Fairy Godmother came and went. Lebowski.
Well, it was it's like something out of a Coen Brothers film, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a cinephile, and I think we were pretty close to getting evicted.
Wow.
And I decided to put some Lebowski t-shirts in the store, just for fun. I thought, fuck it. If I'm going to get thrown out on the street, I might as well have a little fun.
Right. And
it turned out the Lebowski shirts were the only thing that sold.
That's so cool.
Isn't that the weirdest thing?
It's great.
It's just one of those strange things. And I kind of, at that point, I knew the film had its own festival, and it had a religion. And so I thought, well, maybe a store. Why not try a store? So I went to my business partner, who's an artist. I said, draw a picture of the dude, and we'll hang him in the window. So we drew this giant cutout of the dude, and we hung him in the window. And people actually started to come in.
That's so great.
Yeah, people started to come in and say, are you a Lebowski shop? And then it was like, well, do I say yes? Will I get sued? What's going to happen, And I started to think about it, and I was like, well, I'm already wandering around here in my bathrobe pajamas. So we might as well just deck the whole place in a Lebowski theme and just see what happens. So everything we could find in Lebowski, we put in the store. And it's just little by little, it gradually began to take off.
That is so crazy.
That was a stroke of luck. It's just one of those things.
So how do people find the store? And I know you have an online shop, too.
Yeah, we've got a website online. You can Google us under Little Lebowski for the address. We're at 215 Thompson Street.
Wow.
Between Bleecker and West 3rd.
I know that block.
Yeah, it's
the
a great
garage
block.
is on that block.
A lot of history on that block.
Yeah, that's like a classic block.
Ray used to own the store on that block.
Where?
That's the bookstore that I had.
Right, it was on that block.
Now it's Bleecker.
Wow.
Yeah,
I know that store.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you on that same side?
I'm on across the street. Ray actually, when we first opened up, came in.
So you're on the garage side?
Yeah, we're on the garage side.
Right. It's a classic block, that block on Thompson Street.
It's a very nice block.
Good for you.
It's got a weird mixture of like sort of a upper class and criminals.
Well, that sounds about right.
Bohemian.
That's kind of New York City.
Bohemian.
Right, exactly. We like it like that.
And you've got the chess players,
yes.
The chess hustlers who are out there, 3 in the morning, arguing over $2.
Right. So talk about your film.
Well, I'm also a filmmaker, and after going through, I'd always wanted to try directing, and after going through what I went through with the Lebowski shop, when the business picked up, the first thing I decided I was going to do something I've always wanted to do. And I went out and I bought a Canon 60D, took a little bit of the money I had saved, hired a professional crew, and shot and made a short film.
Good for you.
Which it was a horror movie. And I think I really wanted to see how well I could create suspense by using ordinary objects, like a book or just a hand. And
who are your inspirations, filmmaker-wise?
I really like I'm really into the Japanese directors.
Like Godzilla?
Inishiro Honda is one of my favorite directors.
Yeah. I could see it in that movie. What's the title of the movie again?
It's called Do Demons Read Themselves to Sleep?
Ah, that's the Arthur book?
What?
That Arthur book?
Oh, that's called, yeah, the book, the story in the film is called, or the book that he gives the child in the film is called Arthur in the Land of Shadows.
Right.
And I guess
So can people see the movie?
Yeah, you can actually go to YouTube.
Right.
And you can type in Demon Eats Boy.
Demon Eats Boy.
And it'll come up, and you can watch it on YouTube.
Right, yeah.
And then the premise is basically the story is about a little boy who's given a reading assignment, and it turns out the book is actually a demon in disguise.
Wow, look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, in your, it's National Jumping for Jelly Bean Day. It's time.
Oh, awesome.
Now, do you have a skeleton you'd like to share from your closet that you haven't said yet? Like something really terrible about yourself?
Sure. I can tell you a story. When I was 18, I met Cary Grant.
Oh my!
And,
Judy. Was that Cary Grant?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Well, he actually never said that.
All right. Well, people think he did,
But
right?
people think he did.
Why?
I don't know.
You're the movie maniac. You should know.
I don't know, but I remember him saying, I never said that.
Okay, I think I remember that too.
It was a Q&A. He was doing a Q&A tour.
That's when you met him?
Yeah, he was going around the country showing clips from his films and then doing like a Q&A with the audience. And I was in a performing arts program at the time, so we were picked to go. I was one of the students that was picked to go and run mics for
Wow.
the show, and we got to meet him before the performance. And I remember being escorted out on the stage, and he was with his wife. I was in his 80s. He had a 35-year-old wife.
Oh, good for him.
Drop dead charming. I mean, absolutely.
Cary Grant.
Yeah, just absolutely charming. He really was the character he played in the movies.
He seemed like it.
But we were all escorted out on stage to meet him, and I remember he was sitting on a stool, and I saw at first this rumpled-looking old man, and then he began to speak, and he went from the rumpled old man to Cary Grant.
Oh.
It was the most amazing transformation I've ever seen. And I remember at one point, he was sitting by himself on the stool, and he kept looking at me in the strangest way, and I couldn't figure out what that look meant until I got older, and then I realized he was looking at me thinking, if I were your father, I'd take you out and give you a bath and buy you a suit and tie. You know, it was that sort of thing. It was that tisk, tisk, tisk
Right.
kind of look. And I actually, after I met him, I thought, wow, this is the way a person should be. So I actually, and it all kinds of ties into what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I thought, this is what I should do. I should wear a suit and tie, you know, and be presentable and try and be charming. So I wore the suit and tie, and my life was a complete disaster. Absolutely nothing happened for me. And the minute I put on a bathrobe and pajamas, everybody wanted to talk to me.
Isn't that great?
It's the strangest
So you
thing.
found yourself.
I found my niche.
Good for you, little Lebowski. Roy Preston, any last shout-outs?
Come and visit the store.
Yeah, 215 Thompson Street in New York, or online at the littlelebowskishop.com.
LittleLebowskiShop.com.
I gotta go see that movie.
You should.
You've never seen The Big Lebowski?
I don't think so. If I did, I don't remember.
Ah,
I have to see it. What's it like?
It's the funniest movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it is?
I think you would appreciate it.
I will now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
We were going to make you a shirt that said "Real Vibes."
Oh.
We didn't have time.
Well, next time. So
next
come back.
time, we'll bring you your Real Vibes.
Oh, that sounds great. All right, make it black.
Excellent.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
I didn't like to read either.
You didn't?
No. No, when I was younger, I didn't like to read at all. But your grandpa, he changed all that for me.
How did Grandpa do that?
The same way that we're going to do it. We'll do it together. That's how we'll do it. I will never forget it. I was having a terrible time in school. Came home one day, and there was Grandpa waiting.